So we're now working on the standing straight leg hip circles. You're going to have your feet apart, sort of like a wide triangle. Imagine you've got headlights on the front of the hips. So this whole movement we're going to do, these headlights are facing forward. Your hips are facing forward. We're not turning the hips to face any other direction, facing forward. So the first movement will be forward and back. So you push the hips forward, you're going to feel it down the front, and then you gently push the hips back. You can lean back with the hips as your hands come forward. Hips then push forward, headlights are staying straight, the butt goes back, keeping your legs straight. You're going to feel that in the hamstrings. So as you come forward, you feel it through the front of the hips. As you go back, you'll feel it in the hamstrings. Come back to center. The two other positions is side to side. So straight legs, I'm just letting my hip go out to the left, and I'm feeling that on the inside of my groin, inside of my leg. The headlights are staying forward. I'm not twisting. Hips out to the left. Now to the other side. Hips out to the right. It's quite minimal, that movement, but my legs are staying straight. I'm feeling that down the groin. So with this movement, we're going to go around the world. Hips go forward and then take them out to the left. So hips go left. Those headlights are facing forward. Then push the hips back to this back corner. Legs are staying straight. Slowly square it up. So my hips are coming more center. I'm pushing back. Then I'm pushing my hips out now to the right. Legs are staying straight. Those hips are facing forward. Pulling the hips forward in that top quadrant there. And then coming back to center. Then you can reverse it. Push the hips out to the right. Take the hips slowly back to this far corner. Then I'm squaring my hips. Legs are staying straight. Pushing hip out the other way to the left in this back position. Then I'm pulling the hips forward to this front top position, then back to center. Again, the main thing here is your range of motion might be small in the beginning. These headlights on your hips, your pelvis, face forward. We're not turning. So it might be quite minor to begin, but those hips keep facing forward and you'll feel the intricate sensations through your legs as you do this movement. Palms are flat, fingers spread close to the knees, fingers forward, and just start to move your shoulders forward of the fingers and back again. Hips back towards the heels. You can change the position of the fingers, rocking side to side, different angles, different movements, circling the shoulders. And eventually you'll get to a point where maybe you can turn the wrist forward, fingers back, leaning back there. Maybe the hands can come beside the legs, inside the legs, if it feels too intense. 5 to 10 repetitions, and then just holding for 10 seconds there, breathing, softening through the shoulders, the face and jaw. Fingers forward, and then we'll flip it the other way. Back of the palms on the floor, either both at the same time or one at a time. Wriggle the fingers. Maybe you can straighten the elbows more. A lot of the time you might need to support with the other hand doing these elbow circles or elbow rotations. Both sides. And then at some point, after wriggling fingers to each, or thumb to each finger, leaning back, elbows rotated, I'm leaning back, getting a deep stretch through the extensor side. And then release that. Same for the other side. Elbow rotates, trying to keep the back of the hand as close as I can to the floor. Wriggling fingers if you can, thumb to each finger, and then slightly leaning back, just to get that deep stretch through the extensor side of the arm. And then we're done. So the quadruped tail wag. You may need a cushion under the knees. We're going to start in that quadruped position, hands under shoulders, but we're going to bring the knees together. And then all you're doing is lifting the feet with the feet squeezing together, and you're moving your feet side to side like you're wagging your tail. My spine at the moment is quite neutral, but you can arch the spine down and practice that way. Do it slowly. I can feel that more through my outer hips as I go side to side. The other option, neutral or curving, doming the back, seeing how that feels. It will work subtly on different areas, and you may even feel comfortable moving down and up and down as you go side to side. Again, you're grinding your knees into the floor, so it's good to have a cushion on the ground as you do this. From behind, rather than having knees apart, my knees are together, my feet lift up, knees together, and I'm windscreen wiping the feet side to side, whether the spine sinks down, neutral, or up high. You'll feel it work the spine, a bending sideways or lateral flexion as you move those feet side to side. It subtly does this with our spine as we move side to side. Quadruped spinal circles. Move that spine in all directions that it can go. Down, out to one side, up, out to the other. Dipping down, doming up within that range of motion. Try both directions. One side will always feel more coordinated. You can spend a bit of time pushing it down, pushing it out to one side, pushing up. Your hands will push forward into the floor there, out to the other side, back down again. You'll find your hips will just find their natural way in this movement. That spine is going down, spine is pushing out to one side. Explore all these different ways, aiming to, in a sense, become more coordinated, being able to do it both directions. Aiming to keep the elbows locked through the whole process usually is easier. Frogger stretch. So with the frogger stretch, some of you may not like this at all because of the shape of where the knees are and the feet. You can still get a groin stretch where I've taken my knees wide, my toes together. You may also want to have a cushion under here just to protect the knees, the sides of the knees. My knees are wide, my toes are still pointing together. If I bring my hips away from my heels, walk my elbows forward, maybe the knees slide further apart. For me, that's a good groin stretch, and I can rock forward and back here. The difference here is your feet are flat and there's no turning of the ankle. Now with my ankles, with the frog, the idea is to turn your toes out. Some people's knees and joints won't like this and won't want to do this. So if it feels any kind of pain inside the knee, stop it, don't do it, come out of that shape. Just go back to the one where your toes are pointing in. So my feet are turning out, that frog stretch, and then I'm just gently trying to move forward and back, seeing where my limits are. And you may even need to change the positioning of the feet. Maybe the legs can slide further apart, maybe the feet need to be closer in, even though they're turned out, but there might be a different position that works best for you. The idea here is we find that position where you feel the stretch on the inside of the legs and also on the outside as well. You don't want to feel any discomfort in the knee, no sensation in the knee at all. And I'm just gently coming forward and then pushing back. If at any point there is discomfort, come out of that shape. So here, my limit of pushing my hips back. Sometimes, usually the hips over knees will be enough, but I'm able to push back a bit further. Maybe my knees can go wider. Maybe my feet can go further out. And with my feet further out, toes are turned out, slight movements, 3 to 5, and then just even holding, pushing my butt backwards, feeling that deep through all the inside and outside of the hips. Then coming forward. To come out, you slowly bring your feet back in, maybe the toes are pointing in, then gently step the knees, pull the knees in, and sitting back. Just to rest there. It is quite a deep stretch. From behind, My knees are wide. The first easy, gentle position is my toes are just pointing towards each other and I'm moving forward and back. Knees are sliding a little bit wider each time. The frog stretch is where you turn your feet out. The ankles shift, those toes point out. If that doesn't feel right in the knees, then stop, come out of there. Maybe you can pull the feet closer in, maybe the feet can go out more into that frog position. And then from here, I'm just moving slowly forward and back. I don't have much movement here, but I'm able to move back. Then even just gently hold as I'm pushing my butt back. I'm feeling that work, basically compression of the joints. And then I'm coming forward to safely get out. Again, maybe the heels were closer, maybe they were apart. I bring my feet back in. I take the weight on the arms. I move my elbows back. My knees gently slide in. It's quite a deep, deep stretch. And then I just rest. So working with the crab setup, as well as the crab assessment, this is testing our muscles and how much we can push into the floor and support our body weight as we push down and eventually lift the hips up. We eventually are aiming to get to this position. So 2 minutes for the crab setup. Your feet are out in front, about hip width apart, fingers pointing out by the hips. And then you lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and down so that you get that nice lifting up and out of the rib cage, and then push into the floor. Elbows are locked or straight, holding and breathing. My hips have come forward. Eventually I can lift up, pushing down still through the floor, holding here, even pushing through my heels. If you need to come down at any point, please do. Reset the feet, maybe they can go a little bit further away from you. Hands by the hips, roll the shoulders back and down, chest lifts, pushing into the floor, feeling that under or in the lats under my shoulders, lifting up the hips here, holding and breathing. Keep going if you can. Coming down if you need a break. I would have shown in the tutorial, if your arms are quite short, you can have blocks beside the hips, shoulders back and down as you do that push to lift the hips. Eventually when we start to walk with the crab, you won't be able to have these blocks here, but this is a nice way just to build that strength to get into this shape of the crab. So keep going, we've got about 30 seconds left. Have a rest when you need. Roll the shoulders back and down, chest is lifting, palms pushing into the floor, hips are lifting. Maybe there is enough for you. Get up higher with the hips. Keep breathing, keep pushing down. And eventually calming back down, nice and slowly, and release. The crab walk. We're going to start by moving forward and back only, not side to side. And in learning how to go forward and back, it's going to teach our legs and our arms when to push off and when to pull back in that movement. So like we did for the crab setup, you're going to have your fingers pointing out close to the hips, roll your shoulders up, back, and then pull them down and push into the floor. My hips will come up off the ground. We don't have to go too high to begin. So keep the hips low. To teach this, we'll start with the right foot. You're going to step the right foot forward and using that right heel or the foot, depending what's on the ground, pull your body forward. My hips come forward. Opposite hand steps, left hand. Now I step with the left foot. Left heel goes forward. I use the heel or the foot, depending what's on the ground, to pull my hips forward. I push with the hands. Right hand, opposite hand comes forward. Continue on. Right foot, right heel pulls me forward. Left hand, left heel, foot pulls me forward. Right hand. So to walk backwards, we do hand, then foot. So the right hand's leading, so the opposite foot pushes, brings that left foot in. Left hand leads, my right foot's further away, so I'm going to push, bring my hips closer to my hands. Right foot steps. Right hand, push my hips close to my arms. Left foot drops in. left hand leads, push away with my right foot steps in. This will take time to get it into your body. Just remember when you're going forward, your legs pull you forward. Left foot pulls me, right foot pulls me. And when I go back, the hand that leads, left hand, the opposite foot's going to push and allow my hips to come back. Right hand, so my left foot pushes me back, steps in. Left hand, right foot pushes me back, right foot. Right hand, left foot pushes me back, left foot. Left hand, right foot pushes me back. Eventually, you'll be able to move with the hips higher off the floor, and the body will understand how to do it. Enjoy playing around with the crab walk. The floating tabletop walk, very similar to the bear walk or that A-frame walk that we're doing, but here the focus is on the hands and wrists and exaggerating that movement. Where if you just start on hands and knees, we're going to peel the right hand up nice and slow because you've been stretching the fingers, slide the hand forward, then let it slide back down. And that opposite knee comes forward. Then the left hand peels up. Take that forward, let it come back down. Then the right knee. So we're slowly walking as well as doing this exaggerated movement, focusing on wrists and fingers. So that left hand slides down, right knee steps forward, right hand peels up, flows down, left knee steps forward. So I'm doing this on hands and knees, and if you feel you're ready, you get that floating tabletop position, pushing into the floor, lifting the knees, tucking the tail under. Right hand peels up, places down, left foot steps forward. Left hand slides forward, right foot, right hand peels forward, left hand, peel it forward, place it back down, right foot slides through. Keep squeezing the butt, tucking it under, shoulders over wrists. Right hand peels forward, slides down, left foot, left hand peels forward, places down, right foot. This will take time. It's obviously taking strength, coordination, plus all that memory in the body, the core memory. So if you find at any point that you lose it, come back to hands and knees to get it set in the body, what needs to happen. Eventually you'll have that strength. Left hand peels forward, place it down, right knee. Right hand peels forward, place it down, left knee. A little bit longer, keep going. The floating tabletop walk. Take it at your own time. Make sure you re-stretch the wrists. It does take a lot of force into those joints. So working with the crab walking forward and back. Shoulders roll back and down, pushing through the hands. Left heel pulls me forward, right hand steps. Right foot pulls me forward, left hand steps. Left foot, right hand, right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand. And then to come back. Right hand steps, left foot pushes me back, left foot steps. Left hand, right foot pushes my hips back, right foot. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Keep going, keep trying to move forward and back. You'll eventually find one way feels easier than the other. Maybe the hips can come higher eventually. Keep the fingers pushing out to the side. When you need to break, come down, shake the hands, shake the wrist. Even reverse that wrist stretch that we do. Catch your breath. When you're ready to go again, palms pushing down, shoulders back and down, chest lifts, hips lift. Maybe you're higher this time. Trying not to sway too much side to side as you go, keeping control. The crab walk is all about control. So it's not about sliding, letting the hips go right to left, sort of waddling like a duck. We want to have control with the arms and the feet pushing you backwards and pulling you forwards. So from the front view, we're trying not to waddle too much like this. What we want to do is have control where the hands and the feet, as it pulls you forward, there's not much movement left to right. Brilliant. Almost there. 5 seconds. And then we're done. Shake it out. Do it any stretch that you feel you need. Crab walk. Moving from our flexion, folding forward, hands on the floor to lift up the hips, coming into cobra, slowly letting the hips fall down to the ground. Hands pushing into the floor actively. Inhale to come away, exhale to hips back. So you decide the movement with the breath. So I inhale, exhale to push back, and inhale to come forward, exhale to drop down. So that's the rhythm I take. Your body, your breath might dictate slightly different. What we're aiming to feel is this spine bending one way and then bending the other way. And just one more. So again, I inhale, exhale to drop the hips. Maybe you're holding for a little bit longer. And inhale to come back and exhale to fall back into that flexion. Our seated clasped hand extension. Interlacing the fingers behind your back, chest lifts, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Some of you will be able to straighten the elbows, some may still be slightly bent. See if you can use your hands to push up and tilt you forward. It's not about how far you come, but we're doing this position for about 30 seconds to a minute. Maybe you're happier just holding that, leaning slightly forward. I prefer this one, bending knees and coming forward from here. Just tilting my hips, it makes it easier and lighter on my arms as I come through. Do a few more if you need to stop, if you need to sit down. As always, everyone's joints will be slightly different. Some of you will be able to come quite deep forward with the arms in the air. As you can tell, my hands are still quite low. Getting them up in that position, I find quite difficult. So doing our kneeling lunge each side, starting with one leg forward. If you need to hold on, coming into it, coming out. You can squeeze your butt, tuck your tail, pull the knee through the floor when you're forward and hold that. You'll feel everything contract. Come out, come back in, keep squeezing the butt. You'll feel that, really work that back leg. Pull the knee slightly forward, come out of it. Around 10 times. After around 10 of this mobility movement, we're going to just stay in that shape for around 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Even adjusting whilst we're in it, lifting the chest, squeezing the glutes harder, pulling the back knee forward, breathing. And let everything relax, let it all soften. I sometimes like to go that little bit deeper just to get that final deeper stretch with the glutes softened. The glutes have now backed off. Other side. Other leg forward. I like to keep my back toe tucked. It gives me a bit more deeper stretch through the quad. So moving forward and back. Glutes are on, leaning into it. Maybe pulling the knee slightly forward to begin, to come out of it. Knee comes forward as I pull out. That just activates this leg a little bit more. So a few more. So around 10. Then we sink in and hold here. Squeeze your butt, lift the chest. Maybe you're pulling the back knee forward actively. Breathing. You feel everything really tighten up and tense. And then I just let everything soften. My butt softens and I lean deeper into it. And then slowly coming out of there, kneeling lunge. 3-point bridge, so around 30 seconds each side. Whichever hand you're starting with, the fingers are turning away on that angle, shoulders over the wrist, so as you push down, the hips lift. Some of you will be able to go straight into that higher hip lift, the hand over the head, you're following the thumb. Maybe you need to come down. You can do it sequentially, lifting up, looking over, coming back down. For those that aren't there yet, maybe you're lifting the hips up, coming back down, lifting up, maybe the arm goes up. One more, wherever you're at. And we'll change sides. Other hand, fingers pointing away, close into the body, so the shoulders tracing over that wrist. Push down to lift the hips, testing the joints to begin. A few times, maybe you can go straight to it. Depending on where your body's at with flexibility, range of motion, never try to rush ahead to that next deeper progression if you don't feel comfortable or safe. So one more, wherever you're at, and then coming back down.